Hello, everybody. Welcome to BusinessStreet.tv and BusinessStreetOnline.com for another edition of Business Leaders Live. My guest today, sitting here next to me, welcome Joey Perez.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
The Tachi Palace plus J Live.
Yes, sir.
J Live Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
And also, what's exciting about what we've been doing with Business Leaders Live is we've been bringing in our class of 40 under 40 for 2011, and you're one of the honorees this year for the 40 under 40.
I feel very honored and privileged to, just even be named with the other 39 honorees, and the fact that, I think, excuse me, I think in the fact that when I first came into like the photo shoot and we started talking about 40 under 40, it didn't really sink in until I was asked, how do you feel to be, awarded this, prestigious award of 40 under 40? And my thing was, it gave you, or gave me anyways, a certification to say, you know what, all this work that you've done, everything that you've, put together and actually made happen was worth something. And because, you know this as a business owner, sometimes you're alone. Yeah. You don't have people, coming to you saying, hey, congratulations, that was a great show, good job. Yeah. So when you have stuff like this, it really just makes you feel, like I said, certified and acknowledged for things that you've done in your life and career.
Perfect. And I know with the 40U40 and 40U40.com, you can find out the other 39 class members joining Joey. And all of them feel the same way, too. It's one of those things that as you go through, even if you're an entrepreneur or even a corporate company, a lot of times the people that are recognized are the ones, me? Really? And I think at first you just... Yes. Really? You don't realize that it's, you're due. You're due, and I've watched you for a while, and I know that when your name came across for the nomination that you're perfect for it, and along with the 39 others this year for the class 2011. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah,
and I really appreciate it, and, it was funny for me, being 26 now, starting my company 10 years ago at 16, and to be able to even say, not only 10th anniversary on my own company, but also, the moving up the corporate ladder with the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino, becoming their marketing manager just after a little under 4 years of being with the company, which is a great company, by the way. The casino has allowed me so many opportunities, not only just in the fact of, being a part of the staff and, working with a lot of the marketing strategies, promotions, the casino entertainment, but allowing me to be the face of Tachi. Yeah. They've allowed me to be on TV. They've allowed me to do radio commercials, to be the official spokesperson for Tachi. And what better way to implement something that I've always dreamed of? I've always dreamed of being on TV and radio, if you didn't know. Yeah. But, I went into the business side of things. I said, wait a minute here, Yeah. I love radio. I love TV. I want to be a part of that. But I can make a little more money, behind the scenes, Yeah. So, but the fact that I'm able to do, the business side with Tachi and have a job there, of course, and in the marketing department, but at the same time being given an opportunity to, slowly still utilize my dream tools, of being on radio and TV is just amazing. So, I can't acknowledge them enough, and thank them enough for that opportunity because, like I said, it gives me an opportunity to host, the promotions on site, to be on front of the camera and just represent a casino and an employee that I'm very respectful of.
Well, I think Tachi probably would agree the same too. I think they're very happy to have you there, and I think it's they're always looking for good people to better their product and who they are, and I think having you there is it's a big plus for them. But Tachi, tell a little bit of if someone has never been out to Tachi Palace. Just a little history in a nutshell about Tachi.
Well, I will tell you, Tachi has now been in business for 28 years, and they have a 255 room hotel, 4-diamond hotel. We have over 2,000 slot machines, poker room, table games. We still have bingo. Bingo is what created Tachi, 28 years ago, and they're not giving it up. The people still love it. Bingo is always packed, by the way, at Tachi.
And I think you play for free on your birthday, right?
You play for free on your birthday, yes.
I remember that. My dad would always go.
Yeah, it's totally amazing to see the loyal customers that have been there from the beginning. From the old bingo days in a tent that they used to have out there in the Tachi tribe, and to now be a part of this beautiful facility, have their own bingo hall, and we use that bingo hall as a multi-purpose facility where we also host entertainment events, national acts.
Okay.
So sometimes we'll have an entertainment act on, let's say, a Thursday night, but bingo's still going Monday through Sunday. We utilize the multi-purpose facility for bingo, for entertainment acts, and also our mixed martial arts events, which is Tachi Palace Fights. But even with that, they have 3 great restaurants on property. The Coyote Grill, which is like a steakhouse, fine dining. We have the Quail Plume, which is the buffet on property.
Been there too many times.
And here's the good news, though. Tachi is actually building a huge buffet upstairs on the 3rd floor. This is going to be a big-time facility that Tachi is building, and it's going to be pretty much in standards to what you would see normally at a big-time Las Vegas casino buffet. Wow. So you're going to have your different stations, of food. You're going to have a huge variety of the carving of the meat. Yeah. It's going to be a beautiful facility, and it's going to allow our customers to now have a bigger facility for the buffet, because right now, currently, the buffet is a pretty good size, but this is going to allow even more customers to enjoy it at one time. And it's really going to be competitive with a lot of the other, casinos in the valley and in the state in regards to the food choices and also the buffet. So really excited about that. And, we have a bar called the Sunset Lounge, the Wet Bar as well, which is located inside of our hotel. We have meeting space. We do a lot of weddings and conferences.
They have a spa at the hotel,
They have a spa, yeah. Sometimes, you're on that long day, you might want to go to the spa and get a quick massage here and there. But, the Tachi is really unique in the fact that, where it's from, where the roots of the Tachi tribe, right there in the center of Lemoore, right here in the Central California, and it's such easy access to show up to Tachi. I mean, you could take the I-5, you could take the 198. You're right in the middle of everything, and you can get to any other casino from Fresno at the same distance that you would to Tachi.
Yeah.
So, for Fresno residents, for everybody around the Central Valley, we get a lot of Bakersfield customers that come to Tachi Casino.
We get people who come from the coast, too.
We get people from the coast, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a unique environment out there, and that's what really attracted me to Tachi. Number one, the entertainment, because we book a lot of great entertainment out there. And then number 2 is the promotions and customer interaction. We're going to be kicking off this $100,000 March Money Madness Scratcher program coming up in March. And we're going to allow somebody to win up to $100,000 in cash. Nice. So we had a $1 million winner earlier this year at the very beginning of the year. But, the fact that, we can, provide winners, people that are coming out to play, having a chance to win. I mean, that right there is an incentive in itself to say, hey, look, if I can earn points by playing with my card and win something at the end of it, I'm spending my money wisely.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a no-brainer.
Exactly. And one of the great things that I'm pushing at Tachi is the social media effort. So I'm coming in and I'm really taking Facebook and Twitter and all these great social media experiences, and now I'm going to the customer.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, hey, if you're already on Facebook, which a lot of the customers are. I mean, I saw a statistic the other day that said 80% of Facebook users, that's the first thing they do in the morning before they even brush their teeth is check their Facebook. So if I know that my customers are doing that the first thing in the morning, then I want to make sure that I'm in contact with them, via Facebook. So now we're doing Facebook promotions online. So we're allowing customers to actually win Tachi prizes, casino prizes, online on Facebook through our social media.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and as you can tell, I'm pretty excited.
As you can tell, that's why Tachi has Joey out there, because Tachi's got it right. They got a guy that's he's preaching, and he's going to get you out there. If you haven't gone out there, it's a beautiful facility. I grew up in the Hanford area, so it's close to home out in Lemoore, and I was there when it was just a tent and a bingo hall, and what it's become today with a beautiful hotel, and it's a beautiful place, and they're lucky to have you, because you're telling everybody about it. Just a quick little piece. Our sponsor for this segment is Downtown Office Bay, and that's where we are right now in the conference room. And you've seen this beautiful facility.
This is a beautiful facility. I mean, I thought I was in a movie set out here.
It's a beautiful entrepreneurial space for a small business person, and we'll segue into that. One of the things that attracted Business Street to your story as a nominee for the 40 Under 40 is not only your work with Tachi Palace, but your work with J Live Entertainment and your personal business, from DJ services to concert promoting to everything that you've done, that's a passion of yours.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
You started at what, 16 years old?
I started at 16 years old, and it's something that just, it's in my veins, and I can't give up on this dream and this vision that I have of J Live Entertainment. When I first started at 16, you got to understand a little bit about my backstory. My dad was always involved in his own businesses. So he was, doing, newspaper publications. He was doing Hispanic newspaper publications.
Oh, okay.
He was on the radio, Hispanic radio, news. So I was around this media frenzy.
Yeah.
I was around everything that involved media, whether it was newspaper, TV, radio, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Plus just other things that he was doing in the local market at nightclubs and bringing in bands and stuff like that. So any realm of media and entertainment, I was around that. And, it didn't really sink in that I wanted to be a part of that until, when the opportunity came.
Yeah.
Because what I wanted to do was I wanted to produce a talent show at my high school. And, I went to my, administration at that time from the school, and I presented this idea that I worked so hard on in the packet.
Yeah.
And,
Is that the next big thing?
this is the next big thing talent show.
Yeah.
Before it was the next big thing talent show,
Yeah.
it was just the high school talent
Just
show.
the high school, yeah.
And, I was the ASB president, and,
Yeah.
rally commissioner, and I was involved so much in school, and I was so excited to produce this talent show. And I went to my administrators, and I just got shot down.
Yeah.
They're like, no way, we're not going to have
Yeah.
this happen.
Yeah.
Get out of here, basically.
It's a pipe dream, yeah.
So, it really crushed me, though,
Yeah.
because, I had this vision that, I wanted to create something on my own, and for my school administration to just shoot me down,
Yeah.
it was crushing. So here I am, kind of upset about it, and I'm in my, media class, which allowed us to, work on the computer with video programs and do our own little TV shows and stuff like that in school. And one of the yard duties, kind of the securities that kind of walk around the school, make sure everything's okay type of deal, came to me and is like, hey, what's going on? I said, well, I tell him exactly what happened. Then he goes, you know what? I got a friend at the city of Hanford that would be interested in possibly hearing about this. And I said, really? He's like, yeah, the city always sponsors, events or allows community members to do stuff like that. So long story short, I meet with the City of Hanford Recreation Department. They say, hey, we're going to give you an opportunity. We're going to keep a few dollars from your tickets, and we'll allow you to use our facilities and produce this talent show.
Yeah.
So they allow me to run with it. We produced the Next Big Thing talent show March 30th, 2003. And next thing you know, at that event, I have the CEO from the King's Fair in Hanford come to me and say, I want this show at my fair. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I want it at my fair. And at that time, I'm going, okay, well, I just did this first show.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck I'm going to do at the King's Fair. So as we build on over the years, that...
But I'm sure you'd let them know you had a plan for it. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Once I met with them and really constructed a contract and a plan, I realized that, look, I can produce this talent show, and a venue like a fair will pay me to do it.
And this was before American Idol?
Well, no. American Idol was in their first season.
Oh,
American Idol was in their first season, so it was starting to
You were probably dreaming before it started, though.
Oh yeah, of course. So when American Idol came, I was like, oh great, I'm never gonna make it. But no. So anyways, as the years went on, we kept doing more talent shows at the King's Fair. Next thing you know, the big Fresno Fair comes knocking on my door, and it just, I kept building relationships, and not just with the talent show, but I kept allowing opportunities to open for concerts, for appearances, celebrity bookings, things like that I was involved in, that I was doing with several business places throughout the valley. So I was building my name in that aspect of the talent show, concerts, and all those things that I was doing. But then we got into the world of mobile DJ. And mobile DJ was its own monster in itself that I never knew about. I mean, I used to just DJ for fun because I loved it.
Yeah.
I'd go to little parties and, have music going. But then I realized, wait a minute, everybody gets married.
There's a need.
Everybody has a birthday. Everybody has a reunion. Everybody has a celebration where they need music.
Yeah.
Well, what better way to, create my business structure now? Okay, we do all this other stuff. Why not implement the mobile DJ?
Yeah.
So mobile DJ started going, and, things have just built on from there. The next big thing, Talent Show, is now produced at 4 fairs in the Central Valley: the Porterville Fair, Big Fresno Fair, Kings Fair, and Tulare Fair, hopefully in this next year. And then we also have the J-Live Mobile DJ service, which has now been in business for over 6 years now, which is, we've done over hundreds of weddings, celebrations, birthdays, all that good stuff. And then our concerts have been great as well. I mean, we've produced big-time concerts, small-time concerts, whether it's from hip-hop to country to classic rock. I really see my company in regards to J-Live Entertainment being a universal company. Yeah. We could do children's events, and we could do, community events, adult events, hip-hop, we could do everything. Yeah. But I want the community to embrace that level of it, because I want it to be accepted on all levels and all cultures. Yeah. So, but as I talk about the business, I get so excited.
You get excited about it. You're passionate about it. Our program is only 15 minutes long, but you and I could talk for 3 hours.
Oh, man, yeah. I tell everybody that.
J-Live, yeah. And that's what we hope to do at Business Leaders Live, if it's someone that's being recognized in a corporate setting to an entrepreneurial setting, whatever it is, that it inspires someone else. And maybe it's someone in that business right now thinking that, like when you hit the administrator, and they shut that door. That's just a reason to open another door and kick it down and keep going with something new. Yeah. It just makes you stronger, and it makes you think a little harder, and how am I going to get this done? So, and sometimes it takes just one person to believe in you, to give you that opportunity.
Yeah, and
make that happen.
There's so many people that, I could think of that, opened those doors and gave me that opportunity. And, you thank them every now and then, and you remember those people. But for the most part, as a business owner, you're in the trenches.
Yeah.
You're the one who's got to wake up in the morning and go, okay, I better get ready because I got to get this done.
It's got to happen, yeah. It falls on your shoulders. And that's all of our time. We're a little over our 15-minute time. Wow. Yeah, that's how quick we could do it.
I thought we were going for an hour.
But Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino, you're the marketing director out there, Joey Perez, doing a great job being recognized in the class of 2011 for the 40 under 40. The event is March 29th.
Can't wait.
To come out and celebrate with Joey and also 39 others. It's going to be at the Fresno Grizzlies, is one of our sponsors, and the Crew Club at Chichancy Park will be having the event, the March 29th, 40 under 40. And Joey, thank you for being on here.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure we'll have you back with something that's happening out at the Palace.
Can't wait.
Or something happening with J-Live Entertainment. Thank you for joining us next week, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here at BusinessStreetOnline.com or BusinessStreet.tv with Business Leaders Live. We'll see you next week.